Okay, so the good folks at Signature hit me up with the Irresponsibles, the ins not the Irresponsibles, the Inseparables. I cannot read. Right, yes, the Inseparables. It is directed by Jérémie Degruson. Right, it is written by Degruson along with Bob Barlen, Cal Brunker, Joel Cohen, Alec Sokolow, and Matthieu Zeller. The film's produced by Matteo Gundint and Matteo Zeller, and the CGI is produced by Vincent Filbert. Music is handled by Puggy. I'm sure he wasn't christened Puggy. That's a stage name, I'd imagine, right? Uh, Visual effects are Yanis Belad and Tone Depin, Fabian Everett, Roland Franak, Alexandra Mazzelli, Do Minkin, Alexandra Neville, Justin Pascal, Natarajan Rajarakachulan, and Florian Wuterlet. The animators are Garrett Bernakun, Louise Bessie, Lara Fries, Claudia Klinheinsen, Valentine Legrand, and Dagmara Zimakikaya. Whew. Right, our voice cast. Don is voiced by Dakota West. D is voiced by Monica Young. Right, DJ Doggy Dog is Jordan Bard. Alfonso is Dante Paris. Pat is Oliver Paris. Monty the Pigeon is Art Brown. And the dragon is Danny Vihensvid. Right, so the gist of the story is okay, so we follow the misadventures of Don, a runaway puppet with a boundless imagination, and DJ Doggy Dog, an abandoned stuffed animal toy in need of a friend, as they cross paths in Central Park and pair up against all odds for an epic adventure of friendship in New York City. Dum, 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 dum. Right, so this is sold on the back of a couple of the writers worked on Toy Story, so which is fine. You know what I mean? It's not all the Toy Story writers, though, you know, which, yeah, I feel that's one of the things that needs to be mentioned. But everyone has worked on a lot of animated features, you know what I mean? And I think with this, it's all about the audience, you know? It's because visually, this looks really good. It looks really good. And what was interesting to me, because our character, Don, he's got this huge imagination, and so he wants to be an adventurer, right? Because in the theatre group, he plays the fool, right? And Alfonso is the hero all the time. And so Don, he dreams of being the hero, slaying dragons, saving princesses, and all of that malarkey. And when he goes into these imaginary adventures, the animation changes. And you know what it reminded me of, people? There was a game back in the day called Dragon's Lair, right? I had it on the Commodore 64. Yes. But I do believe it was in the arcades as well. But yeah, Dragon's Lair. And the animated style that is utilized for the imagination sequences just really reminded me of that. So it's different from the CGI, which I thought was a very nice touch. I like that a lot. Right. So yeah, we get this story because it's, you know, we have these puppets that work in a theater. Yeah. Right. That's how it opens up. We see this theater play, and once, you know, the humans have left, the puppets take their strings off and they're just walking around, right? So we get the backstory of everything, though we don't really have it explained how the hell these puppets can keep a theater running, you know? That was odd. But yeah, this is all about adventure, imagination, and friendship, right? Which, that's nice. That works, you know? So I think a younger audience is going to have a lot of fun with this. Is going to have a lot of fun. You've got a dog that raps, you know? You've got Don and his imagination. You've got Dee, you know, who's tired of being saved all the time and she wants to take charge, right? So you have all of these elements that you think, man, yeah, a little kid will watch this and they will be grinning and they'll have fun, you know? But I think an older audience, you then start to question some of the plot holes, right? Firstly, as I said, how the hell are these puppets keeping a theater running, right? You feel there could have been a lot more fun with that, right? So setting up voice messages and, you know, being like, oh, using it, you know, the computer, right? Oh, the camera's not working, so oh, we can't use that. You know what I mean? Just all of these kind of things as ways of fooling people that it's puppets, right? So that could have been fun because it's just not explained. So you're like, I don't understand how this is working, right? So we have all of that. Then it's just kind of like, how is everything else going? Like, how is Dong gonna have an adventure because he's a puppet? And if he's seen, that's a problem, right? There was no kind of talk about disguise and all of this kind of thing. And something that kind of irked me, right? Is DJ Doggy Dog, voiced by John Bard, which is all good. It's all fine. You know, Bard's Jordan Bard even, you know, voices a lot of characters and all of this kind of thing. But DJ Doggy Dog is, they've styled him on a, you know, you could say an early LL Cool J, right? A member of Run DMC. Do you see what I'm saying here, people? You know, DJ Doggy Dog is a brown dog. So you kind of feel, right? It's DJ. They saying DJ Doggy Dog is black, right? Voiced by a white dude. Now, make him a white dog, right? Or something like you could have done other things here. It's a little bit weird, right? It's a little bit weird, that character. Now, I'm not saying they were trying to be messy or anything, but it just feels odd, you know? Feels odd, people. So, but yeah, I don't think a little kid, right? A 4 or 5-year-old isn't questioning that. They're gonna have fun. But it's just, yeah, like as you get older, and if you're an adult, some of these things are a little bit weird, a little bit odd, don't make sense, you know? But as I said, a little kid, there's a lot of adventures, there's chases, there's all this weird fun escapes and all of that kind of thing. So, right, this hits the cinema Friday the 8th. All right, Friday the 8th of December, it's in cinemas. And yeah, if you've got tiny little kids, it's gonna be, I think this is like 88 minutes, right? So boom, a nice little way to distract them. And if you can't get to the cinema, it's hitting digitals, all your VODs, on the 22nd of January 2024. So yeah, like it will entertain your Rugrats, but you gotta know your kids, I think, with this one. You've gotta know your kids, right? If they get skeptical about things, right? If they're mad inquisitive, they might not feel this, right? But if they are just about cloud dreaming, then boom, you've got them. You've got them with this one. So yeah, understand your kids, man, and you'll know whether, right? You'll know whether the Inseparables is going to be Fun Dreams or Young Towns. So yeah, it's up to you, parents, you guardians. You have the choice. The Inseparables.